Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It is Monday, the dreaded Monday. I hope everybody had a good day and is reading something really fun and eating good food and relaxing. What are you reading on, Tiffany?
So I finished two books today. Yeah.
Awesome.
I finished the latest in the Year-Round Christmas series by Vicki Delaney. That was the latest out. It's not brand new, but I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
the last one that's out. I finished that one. And then I finished a romance. And then I started, what did I start? I'm still ebook reading A Brush with Murder, which is the first in the Paint and Sip series by Donna Clancy. And then I'm starting a romance called The Wedding Proposal or something like that. It sounds like it's a fake wedding or fake marriage sort of book. How about you?
I am hoping to finish Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. I've been listening to
Oh,
that and I'm 80% into it, and it's a lot funner than I thought it would be for like a classic. And um I don't know, I guess I just thought, because he has a lot of more scientific with like the journey to the center of the earth and 20,000 leagues or whatever. I think he's the one that does those anyway. That this one might be a little like that, but it's like super funny. I can definitely like see. I know there is a movie with Jackie Chan is plays
oh
is it
yeah.
Props? I never can say the name. Props to anyway. It's a weird name. But I can, when I'm listening to this, I can definitely like kind of picture Jackie Chan. I've never seen any of the movies, so like I have no clue what it was about really or anything except for that somebody's trying to make it around the world in 80 days, and that's all I knew and everything. But it's been pretty fun.
Good.
So I'm hoping to get that done, and then I have uh, two little eyeball ones over here if I want to read on those. So Midnight, Cinderella After Midnight, and then The Deadbeat. And also, I'm listening to Welcome to Camp Nightmare by R.L. Stein. It's one of the original OG Goosebump books. It's the one that I'm up to, which I think is number 9 or number 10. One of those. But yeah, that's what I'm into.
I love
And
that you're reading R.L. Stein.
yeah, because I didn't read him like really back whenever I was younger, so it's kind of fun to see what they're about because I feel like I missed out on something. So
I read them, but I didn't read Goosebumps because I read the
you
Fear
read Fear
Street.
Street, yeah, and I've read some of Fear Street too, and everything and stuff. So yeah, the Goosebumps are fun, and there's so many of them.
There are a ton. There are a
Because
ton.
just in the original ones alone, I think there's like 66 books.
Oh
So I'll
wow.
be reading on them for a while. I've seen some people who are like do like reading vlogs where they attempt to read like all of them, and I'm like, that's a little too much Goosebumps all at once.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because he's kind of hit or miss. Because I think he's kind of like Stephen King, and he has a hard time sticking the ending. And so it's like,
Mm.
oh, this is a really fun concept, and then you get to the end and find out what's going on, and it's like, really, and stuff. So, and it's like, well, a kid might think that's fun, maybe, but as an adult, you're like, really? So some are, some are better than others.
Yeah.
And Mary Jo says that she's just here to hit the like button
Hey, Joe.
and to have a fun time and see everyone next week because I think she had relatives or something in town this week, so she's busy.
Have a
But
good
thanks for
time, Mary
stopping
Joe.
by. Yeah. And Barbara said, "Good afternoon, folks. Reading, well, not sure yet. And I am eating mac and cheese, drinking water. Just finished my coffee. I got peanut butter and jelly creamer. Not for me."
Peanut butter and jelly creamer?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, but maybe not curious enough to try it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
and I know that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Although I feel like coffee creamer rarely tastes like
What you think it?
what
Yeah,
it actually says is the flavor. It is just all tastes sweet to me. Like I don't think I
yeah,
could try something and be like, this is fruity pebbles.
yeah. Well, and that's even like with protein shakes and stuff like
True.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I've had chocolate, dark chocolate, cookies and cream. They all taste like chocolate. I mean, they like cookies and cream. You know, it might look lighter in color, but it still tastes just like chocolate.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
And so, Esther Jane says, I am still reading A Fresh Start in the Country Nurse by Kate Eastman, and I'm really liking it. 50% in popcorn chicken for dinner, dipped in ranch dressing, and 4 to 9 inches of snow tonight. Esther Jane, my goodness.
Wow.
That winter needs to go away. Doesn't it not know it's spring?
Hey, Sarah.
It's hot.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah. It is super hot today because, well, especially like up here, because when the sun comes out, it gets really hot. But I had to make a fire downstairs because it's going to be like 34 or like cooler tonight. And so I'm like, well, I need to get this done because I've got, sprints and I don't want to have to run downstairs and try to make a fire. So yeah, so it's still like still pretty warm outside. So it just makes it like super hot.
We're hitting -10 tonight.
Ugh, yuck.
That's...
So what are you reading, Sarah?
I'm actually, I'm listening to, for whatever reason, Death by Dumpling by Vivian Chen, just because I thought about it last night. I'm like, I just feel like reading this. So I'm now about 40% of the way into it because I had to drive to the hospital today and back. So got some good audiobook listening time. And I finished reading A Colorado Claim by Joanne Rock, which is a Harlequin Desire novel. I finished that earlier at the hospital. But I think I'm read out. And I think I'm just going to relax tonight. And I'll be honest and say I'm in a bit of a bad mood right now. About an hour ago, Garrett texted me from work to tell me that he had been walked out.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. Him and a few other people. The company that he works for has lost some contracts, so they don't have the business. And, low man on the totem pole.
I was going to say, yeah.
He's only been there 6 months.
Last in, first out. Yeah.
Right. So we were laughing about, because I went to go pick him up, which is why I'm late, right? So I went to go pick him up, and we were saying, like, we're really up, like, we'll be okay. Like, we just have to be careful and just, with our money and stuff like that. He'll get employment insurance and stuff like that. So we'll be fine. Mm-hmm. But, like, I just said, I'm just more annoyed that, I drove you to work and now I have to come back and pick you up immediately.
Oh, so he just got there and then found out, and then you had to.
He got there and he said he signed in, and they're like, "Come with me into the room," and away they go. Right?
Well, that would be kind of annoying, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they have to
gas and all that kind of stuff too.
But on the other hand, I don't have to get up now at 2 a.m. to go pick his arse up. So
think of the bright side of things. Just think.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm annoyed just because of the timing, because I'm still waiting for my disability to. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I'm mad, and plus the fact that I don't like this happening. You know what I mean? It's just
you finally found him a kind of a steady job because he had some ups and downs.
So fingers crossed you find something new quickly, because he likes being in a routine. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. But other than that, my doctor's appointment today went fantastic, and they don't want to see me for another 3 months. That's how.
Wow, that's great.
That's great. So there's the bonus of the day.
Awesome. Silver lining. There we go.
Yep.
And Pat says, "Good evening, everyone. I'm reading In Trouble with the Claw number 4. Yeah, in Trouble with the Claw number 4 in the Whiskers and Words mystery series by Aaron Scott. I love this series. They are all on KU, and don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you." Mm-hmm. And Toya is trying to finish Dial M for Moose, and that reminds me that I need to put that on my Hoopla and try to remember to listen to. I'm used to it being at the end of the month and I'm up it. And so I'm like, we really need to get to that one this week. And Cajun says, "Hi, everyone. Reading Gingerbread Danger, Amanda. Amish. I can read really. Amish Candy Shop number 9.
Well, you were going there because it's by Amanda Flower.
Yeah. I saw the A. And
Right?
I'm like, I need to look over here on the side and not the littler stuff here. So
Yeah.
And one of these days, I will get my eyes checked. One of these.
Yeah.
I'm like everybody else. I'm gonna put it off until I don't. It's like.
Well, yeah.
And I just hate calling people and and asking them about things. I get really like anxious. I'm not good with phone calls,
Mm-hmm.
and so I talk myself out of it every time.
Mm-hmm.
Annie says, "Hi all. I'm reading The Highgate Cemetery Murder by Irina Shapiro. Is it good? Sounds interesting."
I find when I'm trying to call people for stuff, I overtalk. Like I
I
over-explain.
ramble.
Yeah.
Just like I do in my videos.
Yeah. So it's an epidemic, to be honest. This is just my personality. This is just what I do.
It's just, yeah. And it doesn't really work whenever you're trying to have a job that does that and you fumble over your words and you don't say the right things. Because I've tried working in call centers.
Mm-hmm.
And Morris says, "Hi, everyone. I'm still reading Murder Plain and Simple. And I'm at 24%, and I'm enjoying it, but not as much as the series she writes as Amanda Flower. They are favorites. Supper is guacamole and tortilla."
Yum.
Agreed. The candy shop and the matchmaker are my favorites. And Moira, how is your mother doing? Let us know. I'm thinking about you.
And Nadine says, "Hi, everyone. I'll be reading Chapters in Curse by Elizabeth Penny, number 1 in the Cambridge Bookshop series. I need to read that one of these days."
Excellent.
And Socks from Bargain Counter Argument says, "Good evening. Working on Much Ado About You by Eloisa James." Cool.
Nice.
And Mother Goose Librarian Amy says, "Hi, y'all. I'm reading Beatrix Potter's biography, a cozy featuring her as a character and some picture books about her. It'll be in a video coming soon." Awesome.
Very nice.
And Lost Coffee Mug says, "Hi, everyone. I'm going to be reading The Luca by Alyssa Jean for a chapter, then read Murder by Cheesecake. I have some chicken tenders and yogurt for supper. And just hope I can get into the reading mood."
Yep.
Here we go. Reading mood.
Yep.
Oh, stop that. And hi, Angel says, "Hi, everyone. I'm reading Murder of the Amish Bridegroom by Patricia Johns. For dinner, I had some nachos and a quesadilla."
Yum. That sounds delicious.
Does sound good.
I had cereal.
Hey, I love a good bowl of cereal for dinner.
Yeah.
Well, I told Dad, I was like, "Well, we'll probably just have like some fish and fries or something. I need something really quick because I'm the one hosting and so can't be late. So I got to, do all this." And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to say we could just have cereal." And I go, "Well, that sounds better because then I don't have to do anything. You can pour your own." And so that's what we did. And so Anita says, "Good evening, everyone. I'm reading Hunting a Hometown Killer, a Harlequin novel tonight." Cool.
I got some intrigue.
I knew what you meant, Angel. And Cajun says to the Lost Coffee Mug, "I got an Amazon gift card from work, and I'm thinking about getting Murder by Cheesecake. Are you enjoying it?"
Yes, I want to hear the reviews before I go ahead and read it.
I know.
I want other people to kind of like take the hit for it first.
I did see somebody, I can't remember who it was, in my comments told me that the characters are spot on, which I thought was a good sign, and that they were really enjoying what they had read. So I was very
wonderful.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm so excited. One of my most anticipated, but I'm also very apprehensive.
Right.
And Sock said, "We had mac and cheese, to which we added some leftover vodka sauce and meatballs. It worked quite well, and I had some colorful cauliflower on the side. Sounds yummy." And I don't know if I say that right, but Enos, is that it? Enos? says, I got distracted by the book. Hello, peoples.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We all get distracted by the book. And Lost Coffee Mug said to Cajun, I am. The writer got the characters just like the show. I think what throws me off a bit is mine is an arc and it's not formatted the best.
That's fair.
And she also said to Socks that sounds delish. It does. Hi, Carmen says, hi, everyone. I'm reading a middle grade called The Mad Scientist Club. Oh, that sounds kind of fun. By R. Bertrand Brindley. And finishing The Uncommon Reader, Alan Bennett tonight. I have not heard of The Mad Scientist Club, so I need to look that up.
No.
Hey, Cav says, good evening. I'm listening to Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poison while I work on a puzzle and pretending it's not snowing outside. I was happy we did not get the snow that they said we were going to get, but it did get cold. And Sock says to Lost Coffee Mug is absolutely amazing. Maybe next time I will do it on purpose. Yeah, it's like got a new meal now. It's like,
yeah.
Jim says, hi, y'all. Going to read a KU book so I can read. So I read 29.5 of Campers and Criminals. Finished number 29 today. Cool.
Excellent.
And Cajun says, oh, thanks to Lost Coffee Mug. I was a little nervous not knowing the author and how they write, so it makes me feel like I may use my gift card on it then.
Ooh.
Hello, Melissa. How are you? And hello, Emily says, hi, everyone. I'm on page 122 of 328 in the Salted Caramel Amish Candy Shop Book 1. Really liking it. Aiden has my heart. Yes, I love Aiden. His mother, on the other hand.
I like them both. I understand that Harriet
She can be a lot.
is a lot. I totally understand that. But I still like her.
Yeah, and I most people still like her. I think there's only a few of us that are kind of like, and we might be here on the live. And I thought I needed to go down, but I didn't. I'm on the one I needed to be on. Maybe I need some sleep. I don't know. It's a Lost Coffee Mug says I totally understand. That's why I was scared of even reading it because I love the show so much, but it seriously feels like I'm just reading a script of the show, so that's good in my book.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that sounds good to me.
And hi, Mel Max says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Dragon Well Dead by Laura Child, number 8 in the tea shop, and Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. And I'm probably going to be reading Dragon Well Dead during tonight's sprint. Cool.
Excellent.
And Toya says to Emily, I like how her friend Cass calls him Hot Cop.
I adore Cass.
Yeah, Cass is fun.
Cass is a fun character.
Hello, Kat says, hello, friends. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is doing well and your week is off to a good start. I'm editing a vlog at the moment. My son just ordered us a Domino pizza for dinner, pepperoni for me.
Yum.
Woo! And points for ordering a pizza, right? That's on the old school nostalgia. Like the book it is what it's called.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, order a pizza or make it yourself is what I had on there. And I was like, ooh, that's a good excuse to get Domino's.
Absolutely.
And Emily says, I'm not there yet for that toy, but I am liking him.
Excellent.
And then the fact that she almost chokes on her fudge when she met him. Yeah. And Cajun says, Tiffany, sorry that you're reading. Sorry, what are you reading by Donna Clancy? Says, I was pre-ordering Murder by Cheesecake because of the Lost Coffee Mug made me do it.
The sprints made me do it.
And she says, LOL, I'm gently nudging you.
Oh, I think you're on mute, Tiffany.
I'm on mute. I'm sorry. A Brush with Murder, book number 1 in the Paint and Sip Cozy Mystery Series by Donna Clancy.
Awesome.
Cool. And with that, we will jump into a reading sprint because I just noticed what time it was. And I'm at 80% of my book. I want to get it finished tonight.
There you go.
So happy reading, everyone.
Happy
Happy
reading.
reading.
And I forgot to say to the top of the hour, but I figured everybody knows. So how everybody do? It takes me a minute for this to shut off. The phone. I need a new one. Like everything, I need something new. And
Go
oh,
ahead, Tiffany.
you go. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I actually read my pages that I needed to read in the second Sweet Valley Twins book, Teacher's Pet. You know, this classic of literature that I'm currently reading. And then I thought I'm already reading. I might as well. I started reading The Cat Who Saw Red by Lillian Jackson Braun, like in physical, because they're not on audio. So, and I forgot how much I love this one. And he's been told by his doctor he needs to lose weight, and then he gets an assignment doing food critic. So he's got to eat at all these expensive restaurants, and he's weighing himself, and the cat's standing on the scale. He's like, I had 3 pounds from this morning, you know, like I forgot how much I like this book.
that's fine.
How'd you do, Tiffany?
Good. I actually was trying to get I had to get an announcement video up for a readathon for May, so I just got it up. So it is done. And that took up most of my reading sprint. But Kairu, can you say hi to the kitty? Say hi.
Yeah.
I saw a kitty. Can you say hi?
Missy was here. She's sucking on her binky right now.
Listen, we like
Come here,
kitties.
ma'am.
Yes, we do. We like them. I'm trying to convince him he does.
Come here. Come here, Moo.
Okay, so
How
I
about
got to 91% in Around the World in 80 days.
Well done.
Nice.
For a classic, it's really easy to read. Or I'm listening to it, and I think a lot has to do with the fact that it's Jim Dell who's narrating to me, and he could just read the phone book and still sound good. He's your actual voice actor. He can do all kinds of voices and
That's
everything.
cool.
And
Away from my drink.
I can picture it being a really comical movie. You know, I don't see things in my head, but I can see, you know, I know there's like the movie with Jackie Chan.
Yes.
And I'm like, I can see him playing this one character that's on here because just of how he is, because watching him in other movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Disney Plus has that version. So
Oh, nice.
I'll watch that after I get done with this. But I'd like to get like the one, I think, with David Niven in it, the older one. Let's see if my library has it. Esther Jane.
Mm-hmm. Esther, yeah. Esther.
Because it's not streaming for free anywhere. So I thought, well, I'll see. Sometimes I get lucky. Like, I mean, I get some old school stuff there that, because I always think, well, they're not going to have anything older, but then sometimes they do. And it's like, oh.
Yep.
And
Are you comfy?
Did you just come to do snories on the computer?
oh, and that thing that you're doing is Mystery and Mayhem.
Yeah.
And earlier today, Grandma Susan sent me a Discord thing, and it was Mystery Mayhem 25. And I was like, well, I don't know what this is. So I click on it, right? Because I thought, well, maybe she's got a Discord and I don't know about it. So I click on it to join, and then it throws up this request that you have to sign up for a team before you can do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, what the heck is this? So I was like, Grandma Susan, what do you got me into? Because I had no clue. I'm like, I can't just pick something. I don't even know what it is. So then while we were on Sprints, I did look up Mystery Mayhem 2025, and then I come up with somebody called Sam.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spark of Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
And
But you
then
did not join her channel, her team.
I haven't joined anybody's team because I haven't got to look at that because I'm trying to finish my audiobook. So I didn't even look to see what it was about. But then I saw that you had one. So I was like, oh, so that's what she was doing. Because I seen you had a video. So I have to watch that too. But I'm at 91%. I have to finish my audiobook first. But then I'm like, yeah, so it's left there, and it looks like I have like somebody's trying to talk to me on Discord because it will not go away until I pick a team.
Mastermind.
And I'm like, I guess I can do this. I have middle grade May as well, but I mean, you can read middle grade mysteries, I guess. So.
Yeah, you can read anything. The team you're looking for is Masterminds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen that one.
Easy to remember.
Yeah. And
Is
all you
that why
need to
yours
know
was
is
black and white? Because that looked like a mastermind type like video.
that's mine. It's black and white.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I
Um,
said like, is that why? Because your masterminds.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
And basically my team just is seriously meant to create chaos and mayhem. It's going to be amazing.
What did
I
it say?
down
can't-
for that.
Chaos. So I was like, okay.
That's pretty much my goal in life is to do that.
Right? When she asked me, she's like, would you do this? And I think that you'd be, and I was like, oh my gosh, nothing is more fitting. I love it so much. It's going to be amazing.
Where am I? I have it up there, but I've lost. Oh, there it is. Because I have to read the bigger screen part. Okay.
Yeah.
And so Sock says, I keep seeing people talking about cheesecake and think that it's what they're having to eat because my eyes see the word cheesecake, but not the word murder by.
I would do that. Cheesecake sounds delicious.
And Kat said that she started the Goosebump book, Deep Trouble, this morning. I'm still reading Jane Austen's Garden and Imaginary Friends. Yeah, she is going for a large Marge. And I'm like, I just don't think I can do that. First off, I don't think there's a book that's 600 pages that I want to read right at the moment. But yeah, to read a book that's 600 pages or more is to get the trophy large Marge.
Wow.
And Imaginary Friends is the one that she's reading for that. I can't remember what the author's name is, but he's the one that did The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And so it's like that book versus his chunky horror book. I thought that was the weirdest thing whenever it's like, he's the one that wrote The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Can I ask you guys a really quick technical question? So I copied and pasted from the original creator of the readathon, like all of the hosts and within the links and stuff. But I copied and pasted it, but it doesn't come up as links on.
It won't. You have to
Normally
physically
it
type
does.
in the at whatever.
I can't because my mouse. Oh, okay. All right.
I know.
Yeah, 'cause usually I have to go in and fix it because it would never.
Okay.
It doesn't copy it. Unfortunately, you have to physically go in and type it in. It's a pain in the arse.
Because I won't.
But
be
as
able to
long
do
as you
that.
have them on there,
I
As long
and
as
guess
they're
people
listed,
have to
that's
click
yeah.
on them from another channel, unfortunately, because
people can still look at it. Yeah.
I would even put that, if you can put that note there to say, I'm sorry, there's no actual links,
yeah,
but here's the list. You know what I mean? Or say, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Technical difficulties.
It is technical difficulties.
Old computer mouse or whatever.
Mhm.
I know.
User error. No, just kidding.
That's pretty much. The snores
And
are
Emily
brought
says Gavin Reads It All has a blog where he read all of them. Yeah, I know. And that reading vlog is like 3 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
Or something like it's a really long. He does all those. He'll do a reading vlog of reading all the Vampire Diaries or all the Fear Street books or whatever.
Wow.
I like watch a couple minutes of it and I'm like, okay, I watched enough because that's just too.
Yeah, I don't know if that could hold my attention.
My
for
thing,
3
it wouldn't
hours.
be watching it, but me as the person, I don't know if I could that'd be like read all of the Babysitters Club books. Like I'm not gonna read them all back to back to back to back to back. Like that would drive me crazy.
That's why I said I that's a little much to
Mhm.
read all of them at the same time. I'm reading a couple of them every time, like for middle grade readathons or for like old school April, I read one. Halloween, or read another one or whatever. But I spaced them out a little bit.
Well, right, yeah.
But yeah, he has a whole bunch of those where he does that with.
Good on you if that's your thing, but that's not for me.
Yeah, and what my problem would be, where am I going to store all the footage?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because it sure wouldn't be on my phone because I film on my phone.
Right?
Or he probably has a camera and he probably has a lot of space, use the card or whatever it is. But yeah, I would never be able to, because I can only do a couple of videos before I have to edit them and download them onto the computer so that I can erase the footage so that I can make another video.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rachel says, hi, Storm. Hey, Beach. Hope we're having an awesome day. We are.
Thank you. You too.
For the most part. Sarah's down there maybe not having quite as a wonderful
Well,
day.
no, you know what? positive. We're just trying to be positive. It was a bad little break, but the rest of the day's been positive.
And Nadine says to Lost Coffee Mug, I'm glad to hear that you're liking Murder by Cheesecake. I think many of us are looking forward to that, and yet we are worried we'll be disappointed. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Very well
And
said.
Barbara says, I finished another book. Thanks, Snoop Dogg. My roommate said he's a very nice man. During a flight, her friend had a broken foot. He gave up his first class seat, took hers in coach, then partied with.
Nice.
That is amazing.
That's cool.
Oh, I love that.
And Esther saying,
I'm laughing because I think Missy hears Kairu snoring because she keeps looking over at the computer.
Well, I'm sure
what is that noise?
he's like literally on top of the keyboard.
That's hilarious.
So I'm sure it is extra loud tonight. So if you need me to move him, I can move in.
You're fine. I'm just laughing.
Esther Jane, I am finished with taking the fifth. So feel free to fill me in on your thoughts in an email. I want to know what you thought of it. And Kat says, I love the Goosebumps Series 2 story. I really liked Welcome to Camp Nightmare. That's the one that I'm currently reading. And Goosebumps and Fear Street were not my generation, but my son Barry read them. And so I read a couple of them.
My stepson read them all, I'm pretty sure.
Barbara says, and so cool, loves the older women.
Yeah, Snoop. Him and Martha Stewart.
Yeah, that's the weirdest combination ever.
It's
Right?
amazing.
And Lost Coffee Mug says to Barbara, Snoop does seem like a very down-to-earth guy. I haven't heard a bad thing about him. I haven't heard much about him, but I don't know much about him either because he's not somebody I can follow. And Sock says, happy almost 6 months, Sarah. Yay. Woo. And Ina says, I finally finished Reckless by Anna Jeanette. After a month, and I'm working on a buddy read with Socks, which is Deep In by Allie Hazelwood. Cool.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay.
Congrats!
Lost Coffee Mug says, Mother Nature doesn't. All of a sudden today, it was snowing so bad, I couldn't see the house close to me, but it didn't stick at all.
Craziness.
Wow.
It is crazy.
Wild.
And Kat says, I read a few Fear Streets as an adult, and they were enjoyable. I love the Fear Street movies. So good.
See, I read Fear Street as a teenager. Gosh. Right? So.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I didn't
And
read
Christopher Pike.
I read a lot of them when I was a teen, and the Christopher Pike ones. I don't remember.
I read Christopher Pike, but I never read like Fear Street or anything.
Mm-hmm. They're fun. They're campy. That's what I like about them.
They're very campy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie says, hi, I'm 85% into The Body in the Library. Hope to finish. Also just started reading the favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And Ina says, there's a cold front headed towards me. We have had flurries all day.
Oof.
Oh, and she says it's the bookstore, not the library.
Oh, are you enjoying it, Valerie?
Potato. It sounded the same to me. And Danelle says, reading Cutting of Stone by Abraham Berseshi. Don't know if I said that right. And then we finally got to like some comments for Sarah. We're a little behind. Says, that's terrible, Sarah.
Yeah,
the
thanks,
disability
guys.
rate is dang near torture.
Oh, tell me about it.
That sucks, Sarah. I'm sending good vibes to you. And Valerie says the favorites I can't spell tonight, but I figured it out. See, not being able to see right worked.
Yeah.
It looks like favorites to me.
That's right.
And Kat says, "Oh, Sarah, so sorry about Garrett losing his job. I hope you. I love how you look for the silver lining. Maybe his lost job will get a better one."
The funny thing is that he sent me the text message conversation he had with his buddy at work. And he's like, hey, dude, I just got walked. Because this guy doesn't start till he's on night shift. So he doesn't start till like midnight or whatever, right? He's like, dude, I just got walked out, blah, 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 blah. And Zach goes, man, I'm so sorry, but I'm also really jealous. So you can tell it's not the greatest place to work.
And Sock says, Daniel, I gave my mom one of the AV novels for Christmas, and now he's a favorite of hers.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily says, what a bittersweet day. Sorry about Garrett's job and glad for good doctors. Hello, Donna says, howdy, everyone. Reading various children's illustrated books for Picture This with a library theme for National Library Week and Right to Read Day today.
Very cool. Very nice.
And yay for not having to go back for 3 months. Those milestones really mean a lot when you hit them.
Oh,
Absolutely.
And sorry about that, Sarah.
Thank you.
And sorry for the frustrating news, Sarah. Hopefully Garrett gets something soon.
Yep.
And Emily says, join Team Marauders for Mystery and Mayhem.
I don't know what team that is. There's only 3.
And
Lassie, Sleuth, and Masterminds, but she might be talking about something completely different. I'm not sure.
Maybe, yeah.
Or she's just making something up. I'm not sure.
Maybe she forgot what it was called. And Carmen says, I'm sorry, Sarah. Hope he finds a job he likes quickly. So glad for the medical news for you. And yeah, I knew what she was talking about. She said, oops, Garrett, not Gareth.
Actually, it was funny today because my doctor, she said that she was going to, they're discussing the fluids on my stomach thing. And she says, I'm going to talk to Rafa, which is Dr. Alonso, which was the doctor who told me that they had a heart for me. And he was my favorite doctor, my Spanish doctor. And she says, I'm going to talk to him about a certain medication. I said, can you do me a favor when you talk to him? I said, could you give him a hug for me? She said, no, but I'll tell him you said hi. I'm like, oh, I'd like to give him a hug. We had a good laugh about that.
And Esther Dane says, Storm, I hate the calling to today was all about getting someone to take down the shed that collapsed when we had all that snow.
Yep.
Jeez.
Hi, Regina says, good evening, everyone. Just popping in. Say hi. Still at work. And Milmac says, Sarah, I think you left yesterday before we got to my response about maple syrup series. You were wondering if the MC is Middle Eastern and she is Lebanese, or if you are Storm, Lithuanian. Ha, ha, ha. I said it started with an L.
Listen, I just want to point out that I had nothing and no involvement in any of this interaction between Melmac and Storm.
Melmac.
Although I have to say, because I watched it very recently, when I hear Lebanese, all I hear is that episode from the Golden Girls. Isn't Danny Thomas one?
Yeah. Not Lebanese, lesbian.
Because I just saw the episode recently. That was in my head.
Oh my gosh.
Martha, sorry. Sarah, sorry for Garrett. Sorry for Garrett for sure, but your 3 months is great silver lining.
Plus, I'm getting taken off some medication as well, which is great.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Meg.
Meg.
Doctor visit.
Hi, Meg says, hi, all. I'm reading People Pleaser by Ginger Duggar.
Baluvu, I think, yeah.
Whatever.
Sure.
And hoping to finish it today. I have a couple of other possibilities. Cool. And then Kat's like, Carmen! Our buddy. And Nadine says, I'm just going to say that I'm very sorry, Sarah, for Garrett's bad news. We all know who to blame.
Well, actually, that's helping a bit. Because of that, they're actually increasing the amount of unemployment insurance we have, and the wait time has been decreased because a lot of people, unfortunately, are losing jobs.
And Melissa says, hi, everyone. Going to be reading a bunch of books, including Circe by...
I think it's Circe, yeah.
It took me a minute. I was like, I know there's a way to say that. And Maura said that Mom is having trouble with her blood oxygen saturation level and sleeps a lot. The health services went this afternoon. So we suspect that affection is increasing again, and it's really day by day.
Oh, you're in my prayers, Moira.
I'm so sorry. I'll be thinking of you. I know that's hard.
Hello, book lady Linda. How are you? Says hello. I'm ready to read with you. Well, awesome. We'll be getting to another sprint here in a minute. Cajun says, I'm so sorry, Maura. Sending hugs and love. And the Lost Coffee Mug says, sending good vibes to you, Maura. Just, thank you. And then Karma's like, hi, Kat. Racking up some points for Scooby. And Cajun says, oh, it's Bailey's mother in this one. I could smack her in a nice way.
Now, her mom is
A lot.
Yeah, but a lot in a not so cute, funny way like Juliet can be.
And so I said, like, it's Bailey's mother. You know, smack her. I don't. Have we met Bailey's mother before? And maybe I just. Oh yeah,
I think I got that far. Yes,
ain't she kind of?
Well, I don't remember if we met her in any of the other ones, but you meet her in this one. And
I feel like maybe.
Now maybe
I'm not in Gingerbread Danger, but I'm almost certain we've already met her because didn't her parents come to town at one point?
I feel
See,
like
that's why I said I thought maybe her was a little high maintenance or
I
something.
feel like they did. And in the
She was a lot.
Gingerbread Danger, she is
just really out there.
is
Right.
not
Extra.
Prepare.
not extra in
They
the
haven't
same way Juliet is.
That's
with
on my TBR for
funny.
this month. So prepare myself for. Oh my goodness. Okay. And Emily says, I haven't met Aiden's mom yet unless she's Eileen, which yes, she's
Juliet.
Aiden's mother is Juliet. And with Juliet in the Amish Candy Shop series, I like her for the most part, but sometimes she is a bit much.
Yeah,
What bugs me is she keeps passing the pig off.
Yeah,
Why do
all
you
the time.
have the pig if you don't want to take care of it?
Yeah.
all the time. It's never not happening.
Yeah, it's ridiculous at this point. It's like it's basically Bailey's pig.
Yeah. And Cajun says, I like paint and sip. I wish there were more. I was hoping she had something new.
Oh.
Go Team Scooby. Woohoo.
So when you fill out the forms, you don't need to fill out what the prompt is for. You just need to fill out that you read a book. Is that correct?
Yeah, on the submission form, you put a book, and then below it says how many points did you get, and so you're like 5 because it filled 5 prompts, so you just put a 5.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I was doing something wrong. I'm like, it's not asking what prompt I did. You know, like I thought that was okay. Fair
It's
enough.
very simple. She's very chill, and
Okay,
she's
cool.
it's on her system. She just
that's cool. Okay.
doing your prompts and things.
Cool.
And, yeah. And Emily says, now I have officially met Juliet, Aiden's mom, and the pig is a bit much.
Oh, Jethro's just naughty.
Yeah, just naughty. Hi, Jody says, hi, everyone. I just started Unwanted Royal Wife by Claire Connolly.
Nice.
I had Mac. She is having some problems. We got
But
Mac,
it sounds like you're reading a Harlequin Presents novel.
Oh, she had meatloaf with mac and cheese for dinner.
Ooh. That sounds good. I love meat.
Yeah, it does sound like a Harlequin Presents.
Unwanted Royal Wife. God, I'm good.
Yep. Skipping where y'all gotten your stuff because I didn't read, but I listened to a podcast. All right.
Nice.
Everybody made some really great progress, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Cam says I read the first chapter in Brides, Bribes, and Binoculars. That's what 29.5 is.
Yep.
And Donna says, during the first sprint, I read the first 3 of 5 Library Mouse. Well, I've read like the first 2. They're so cute. They're adorable. That's all you like the first. Yeah, they were cute. Yeah. I read 2 of them. I probably didn't mark one on Goodreads if you just saw that I only liked the first one. Because I have a tendency to do that. And so Cajun says, swear, I think my cat thought dogs were just strange looking cats. They were only ever saw them through the window, but they would do that head tilt thing. And says one of my sister's dogs like cats sometimes on how she acts. Okay, I'll read one more and then, well, maybe 2 more because I like what the next one says. Regina says, I'm finally home, still reading How to Book a Murder by Cynthia Kun?
Yeah, I think you're.
And then Carmen says yes for me. I think you'll like the movie with Jackie Chan. Yeah, I think so too.
I saw a comment a little bit later from Melmac where she attacks my character. So
You'd like to consult your lawyer at this point?
So you're just getting a little extra rainstorm going? Is that how?
Yeah.
okay, I'm done.
Well, Melmac's going to be one of the first comments when we come back. So go ahead and read till as Sarah says it 10-2. Because it always takes 10 minutes. What is she talking about? Oh, 50. 50 is what she said.
Happy reading.
Happy
Yeah,
reading.
happy reading. How'd everybody do?
I did good. I read some of A Brush with Murder. I'm at 71%. So I'm getting through that. And I was doing some stuff in the Discord for Mystery and Mayhem because I'm definitely going to be the one to cause chaos because I still don't know what I'm supposed to exactly be doing. Oh,
Brilliant.
that's what I thought.
I'm not sure if I want to join her team. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yes, you do.
That's the chaos. I didn't do any reading. I was actually organizing some of my NetGalley books and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Getting stuff put on the spreadsheet and putting them on Goodreads and all that stuff. So it's they're in my eyeballs, so I don't forget about them.
I finished my book, so I finished Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, hold on. We shall celebrate.
Well done.
I really liked it. It was like a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
For a classic, because you never know about those things. And
It
was for Spring Into Adventure. That was their group read that they were going to be doing for that. And so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And, I grabbed it because it has for the Sixth Sense, it has a number in the title. So I'm like, I know I could at least get a couple points and things. So I actually get quite a few points.
Good.
I get more old school than 1872. And here we go. Ta-da! Reminder, next Monday, the announcement for Around the World Readathon May destination. I need to get to work. May is one country I haven't decided on yet. I'm debating between two countries. Well,
very interesting.
Flip a coin, and wherever it lands on, that's the one you do.
Right?
Very interesting.
And how do you know if you have to pick before you join?
I think she's talking about the Discord.
Yeah,
it pops up that way, doesn't it?
When it come up that Grandma Susan sent me the link, I clicked join the Discord, and then it flipped me into the Discord, but it won't let you go any farther until you pick a team. So, and it has the three teams on and what they are, like, because I knew the mastermind said something about chaos and things like that, but I'm like, but what is this? I have no clue what I got because I hadn't seen any videos yet. So I was like, Grandma Susan, what do you got me into? And so I still haven't picked anything yet because I need to watch the video.
I will say, in fairness, everybody's on great teams because Sonya's also, she is on Amy Marie's team for the sleuths. So I know, if you want to try to save people, you can be on one of their teams. But if you want to be on the winning team, go over, join Mastermind.
Well, of course. How's that a question?
And Melissa says read about a chapter and a bit from Outlander.
Well done.
And see, she meant Mastermind because she said, sorry, got team name wrong. It's Team Mastermind.
Tiffany forgives you.
Carmen says, I'm joining the Masterminds then. And Rachel says to Socks, oh, hey, you. And how's it going? You are with B tomorrow. Oh, cool. You're on with B.
Are you? Oh, gosh.
That's awesome.
I have to try to remember. It's usually early in the morning when she does those. I think.
It'll be 8:30 a.m. your time.
Yes. Well, I'll still be at home. So if I'm up, I may be able to, if I can remember that. Well, Dad's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but he doesn't have to be there till 10:30. So we don't have to leave until like 9. So I might be able to watch a little bit.
Nice.
And Rachel says, stepped away to make dinner. Then ADD kicked in again. And long story short, the sitting room and tables are
very productive.
Yep.
That is awesome. I love it.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, that's cool. And Kim says that she loves the library mouse. Yeah, the library mouse is cute. And so Gavin does amazing vlogs that are also really long. Yes, he does. And he'll do like almost all of his reading vlogs are like super long. So I mean, they are definitely for people who, like to watch stuff while they're doing things or whatever.
Yes.
Because he does like reading horror books in a haunted castle or something like that. I mean, he goes places to destinations and
That's cool.
and stuff and reads. And Tiffany, can I be on your team? How do I sign up? Barbara says so.
So if you join the Discord, when you join, it'll ask which team. You pick the masterminds and you come and cause chaos. Sorry.
And we go on and we help Tiffany navigate her way through Discord.
And
I was gonna say she needs us all there so we can point her in the right direction.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
so the gist is that there's going to be a hit list, and some people know and some people don't even know. So you might get a random note that you've been put on a hit list, and 2 teams are trying to save you, and my team is trying to snuff you out. Look, I was just given a job and I take my job very seriously. As you can see in the video, I am mourning all this month in April because come May, some people gotta go.
She's like, oops, you accidentally stumbled into
Anything for a payday. No, just kidding.
And Donna says to Kim, that's good. That's great, Kim. Good to know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks. I will in the morning. Oh boy, I'll get an email. And see, then I can like screenshot your email and like put it in the Discord so that the other ladies can see what you thought of it, because she doesn't do Discord, but she is reading the JP Beaumont with us and everything.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's a great idea.
The snoring is so cute.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, because it's an everyday occurrence. Oh, Bubby.
Snoop and Cameron Diaz went to the same
Bubby.
high school.
It was nice.
That's interesting. Snoop and Cameron Diaz went to the same high school.
Yeah. She said that in an interview, that she said that she used to buy oregano off of him or something like that.
It says she used to buy products from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they talking about you, huh? Yeah.
Kind of sounds something like a Snoop high schooler would probably be.
Precisely. Some things don't change, right?
The snoring sounds like the dogs that are snoring over here as well. My dog rarely snores, but sometimes I'm like, now you're sleeping. I can tell she's really sleeping when she starts snoring.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really do that very often.
Nice, sweet.
Toya says, well, Sarah, at least Missy didn't hiss at you like Lovey does to Winnie in this book.
Oh, goodness.
And Regina says, besides the Olympic Games themselves, Snoop Dogg was definitely the best thing about the Summer Olympics.
I was saying that yesterday. I loved watching him at the Olympics interact with all of the contestants and stuff. He was like dancing with the gymnasts. It was amazing. I love him.
I didn't watch anything from the Olympics, so I didn't see it. And Sock says, that's the dream, being snowed in, but then you don't have any snow to shovel up. The snow that didn't stick, yeah. And Emily says, Barbara, this bookish cottage has the link for the Discord in her announcement video. Yeah, I was going to say, I know one of them.
Ask later, how do you join the Discord? Same thing, Cajun. If you go to This Bookish Cottage, the creator of the readathon for Mystery and Mayhem, she has the link for the Discord. And then when you join, you just click on that link, it'll take you. If you have any problems, let me know. But that's, as far as I know, the only way I got sent a link to.
So we're getting back to 60s and 70s this week, and then 80s. Yay.
Nice.
For all those hot flashers, it's like 83 downstairs with the fire going, so that's why it's hot up here. And so I could just see Emily. She'd be dying.
Yeah. Well, that's hot for most people.
Yeah, well, I know. That's why I said I'm sweating up here and everything, so I could just see the hot flashes. So
Yep.
it says we are going to reach our first 100 degrees at the end of the week. Wow,
Oh no, thank you.
that's a little much. I just want
no, you're
70s. I just want 70s. And actually, I'm okay with like the 60s as long as the nights are in like the 40s. But like, because like today was supposed to be 64, but tonight's 32. No, that's not what I want it to be in the 40s. So then I don't have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go check the fire. And Emily says, I just checked the weather. A hard freeze tonight for us, and our 70-degree weather Thursday and Friday dropped to 50s and 60s. Oh,
Wow.
Really quick, I'm so sorry. Cajun, I think I was able to go to Discord and go to Mystery Mayhem Discord, copy a link and send it to you. Let me know if you just got it. I just hit it. Check your messages.
I don't know. I tried to copy and paste the link that Grandma Susan sent me to the Discord and send it to the Lost Coffee Mug. Because she was like, where do I find the Discord or whatever? But I don't know if it worked. So I was like, did this work?
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I did just send it. It says I sent it to you, Cajun. I don't know. We'll try.
And Tiffany says, or Valerie says, Tiffany, I'm enjoying. I saw April Fool's joke on the cover with the nuns. Have to say, I was disappointed. It was a joke. I know. I was like,
I can't believe I didn't notice it was an April Fool's Day joke. That's so funny.
And Sock says the doctor hug doctor on behalf of patient sounds like a meet cute.
Like a meet cute, yeah.
And says cute in fiction, not in real world. Yeah.
Yes, true.
And this is where she was the fighting words. Oh, Tiffany, don't act like you're all innocent. It's not believable. And hi, Roxy says hello. I'm doing a last minute walk through the neighborhood. Awesome. And Cajun says we met Bailey's mom before briefly, but this one she is totally out of order.
She's really something in the latest.
Prepare myself.
Yeah.
She really is.
And Roxy says, no, I'm not waving at the stop signs. I got my glasses on. Walking around the neighborhood. And Cajun says, I love me.
Me too.
And Sock says, I didn't call Unwanted Royal Wife as Harlequin Presents because Unexpected Baby wasn't in the title.
No, but Sock, it was implied.
And then Mel Mac with her eyeball rolls. And Toya goes, there's the eye roll.
There you go.
And she's like, attacked is the word you were looking for. And Ina said, I found a ton of Harlequin Presents and a Harlequin Blaze on Pango.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good
and
find.
Then for Tiffany, we got the little violins.
Would you, as my father used to say, would you like some cheese with your wine?
Yeah. And Cajun says, I hate when people try to force you into something you don't want, but the parents do because you're her only child. Someone just say that to Bailey.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Just like leave me alone and let me have my own life. And Toya says, Margot, the main event planner for the town. Margot, that's the main event, I think. She's always assumes that Bailey will help her. Yes.
It was a piece of work.
Yeah.
So annoying because it's like, what if I'm busy? And it wasn't Margot, but valid point. She's off the hook this time. And Barbara says, Tiffany, I figured it out. I'm on your team. The fact I figured it out on my own personal victory. There you go.
I agree.
Well done.
Hi, Jill. Says hello, everyone just joining. And everybody had some good reading going on there. And Angela Willow Tree Creates. Cool. says, I finished 5 Decembers by James Kestrel.
Well
Nice,
done.
Angela. We celebrate.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed.
Finished the last 2 Library Mouse books. This series, a very pleasant read and captured the spirit of the library as well.
Excellent.
This kid is
Donna.
very cute.
Everybody's finishing books.
That is fantastic.
Oh, here we go. I finished my book and I am going to give it 4 stars. Thanks for the sprints, ladies. Have a great rest of the week and be safe, everyone. Good night. Good night, Anita.
Bye,
Yay,
Anita.
glad you finished your
Have a
book.
great night.
Mm-hmm.
And Nadine says, I'm enjoying Chapter and Curse. I got to 24%. I'm glad you're enjoying that. I know that's a favorite one of Fiona's. She likes that series.
Mm.
And I had the first one as like an e-arc from like years ago. And I just never read it. One of those.
Yep. Yep.
And then,
That's why I need a list.
I need a better list, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jill says, I read a couple of pages of Secrets Between the Shelves.
Excellent.
Got to 98%. We'll finish tonight. Awesome. Hi, Paul. Just wondering, how do you join the May Readathon? And so you need to go to somebody's Discord or somebody's video that's doing the Mystery and
The
Mayhem.
Bookish Cottage
Yeah.
is the
Yep,
is
it's
the
Bookish Cottage. Maddie from
Isn't
the
everybody like, does the Spark with Sam or Spark of Sam have the Discord?
I don't know if their links work because, like me, my links are all the information's in there, but it won't let you click on it.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying I know
Bookish
for sure
Cottage is
it's
probably
hers.
the best place to go to then. Okay. And Kat says, edited during the sprint. Takes me forever to edit a vlog. I still have to do a couple of chores and take my 6 set April pictures and post on Instagram. I was going to try to do that, but I'm like, I don't have a book for this. I don't have a book for that. I was like, this isn't working. But yeah, so Kat, if you're still here, when you're making your vlog, do you not edit as you go? Because that's like the only way I can do like a weekly one is if I edit as I go. Then I don't have all that at the end of the week.
I used to do that when I used to do the weeklies. I used to sit down on a Sunday morning and do the whole thing in one shot.
Really? Yeah.
But
I
I was
always edited as I went and put my clips in as I was going.
You're a smarter person than I am.
And I still do that on the daily ones too. I try.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that I don't think I keep up with it, but it's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Mastermind to the end. And Carmen, the masterminds. Whoa.
Yay!
And then Meg says, I read a little bit of People Pleaser and I'm snacking on sliced mangoes.
I love mango. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
and there's the how do you join and you've explained. And congratulations to Anita for finishing. Yes. And Roxy, Tiffany, I'm still sorry. I know better. Thanks, Tiffany. I'll see if I can find her. I would be putting ice packs on me. Oh, for it's pretty hot.
Go for the hot weather. Gotcha.
I have a little bit of sweaty armpit going on. And Sock says we're 40s in the days and freezing overnight. Tuesday and Wednesday. Yuck.
Ooh.
And she says, I see it. Thank you. So yay. It worked for me. I'm in Masterminds. Yay. I worked here.
Yep, I just joined.
And says, I'm with you, Tiffany. I had no clue it was April Fool's joke.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. Thank you, Jill.
And Mel Max got a little umbrella for that storm you were giving him.
Yeah. And some cheese and wine.
I thought I was caught up, and then all of a sudden there's like a whole bunch.
Right?
Like, oh, I'm done. Oh, no, I'm not. And Emily says, is Margot married to Todd?
I don't know. I
Margot
can't
is
answer
married,
that.
is she?
I don't remember a Todd.
Yeah, I
That's,
don't
what I'm
even.
saying. That's why I don't know. I don't.
That's what I was like.
know
That's
how I
number one. It's been a while.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even
I'm
remember Margot was in number 1. I was thinking she was in a little bit, so I'm not sure. Someone else may be able to.
I feel like Margot's been in all of them.
She's in
I
number
thought she
1
was-
because the very first one they have that like the grandfather is still alive. Sorry, that's
Yes.
a big spoiler for the first book. But they're out on the front green and she's there trying to put together this like whatever and she's they're selling their wares out on the thing because they've closed the shop and they can't use it.
So I'm sure they're wondering why the floor is wet. So I couldn't resist the Christmas Vacation reference. Okay. And Regina says, I love the Cambridge Bookshop series too. That's Chapters in Curse. Melmac says, I like Chapters in Curse. I read book 2 in the series and hope to continue the series at some point this year. And she says, always good to hear others' opinions. Glad this was a good one.
Yes.
And Sock says, the first couple of times I edit, I did it all at once. Now I'm a little more confident. I do it as I go. And Cass says, I wish I could edit as I go. It makes sense. I have only accomplished that once in my vlogging career. Okay.
Now, do you edit, Stormy, do you edit on your phone or your computer?
My phone.
Yeah, see, I do it on my computer. So for me,
even when I did it on the computer, I would still do it that way. But
yeah.
Now
the
it's on
new
my
program that I use does not let me save.
Oh, well, that's
like it'll save it like every so often. It'll do a save, but there's no save button for me. So that's probably why I don't do it.
Okay.
You know?
That would make sense then.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul says, just join Mastermind's rule. All right. Esther Jane says, good night, ladies. Have a great night. Night, Esther Jane.
Hi, Esther Jane.
And I'm pretty sure I'll wake up to an email because usually she gets up like super early in the morning and I'll wake up and there's like an email. Like,
oh yeah, no, she's usually one of the first ones to like comment on my thing that went up like the night before.
yeah. Cajun says, I don't have a Todd in Amish candy shop.
I didn't think so.
Emily, in just a few messages, says something about it.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
We were all fooled.
Oh, that was the National Lampoon's thing. Okay.
Oh, see, I've never seen that movie.
See, I'm not up on National Lampoon, so yeah. And Book Lady Linda says, I've been making good progress reading Raising Hair here today. It is a group read for People April, a memoir. I've learned a lot about hairs.
Oh, interesting.
Nice, Linda. That's awesome.
Good night, everyone. Melmac says.
Bye, Melmac.
And says they're joking about the Margaret Todd as a pretentious neighbors and the National Lampoon Vacation.
Okay. Very good.
I think I've watched the Christmas Vacation like once, and it's not my kind of funny. And so,
no, me neither. But the funny thing is, I've never seen it, but yet I know the jokes because, again, it's like...
Yeah, you see them everywhere.
Right, exactly.
And good night, Esther Jane and Melissa Book Review. And I edit on my iPad. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Lost Coffee Mug says, Kat, what program? Don't move on me when I'm reading. What program do you use? Because I'm reading it on the side, so the comments went up and it moved on me. I was like, and I've not seen it either. Good night, ladies. Thanks for the sprints. Bye, Mother Goose. And Meg's Bush Scrambles. I watched a Christmas Vacation almost every year in December. Yeah, like I said, it's like a very beloved movie. It just wasn't my kind of thing.
No, that's fair. Absolutely.
And I mean, and I know like a ton of people who like Elf. I think.
Oh God,
Elf. And it's like one of those movies that I can watch every 5 years.
I've never even seen it once.
Sarah.
I can't stand. He plays the same character in every movie he's in. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I don't like him either. Maybe that's why I said I can watch that one like maybe every 5 years or more.
I've never even seen it that much.
I'm kind of thinking about starting BookTube. I probably edit on my phone and film on my phone if I do it. Yeah.
Do it.
The reason I am doing it on my phone is that my computer is a piece of poo.
And that's fair.
And it was cheaper to get the program that I used on my phone. And since I was having such a hard time with my computer, I'm like, I'm not going to pay the more expensive price. So I just got it on there. And it's kind of a pain because like some of the things I want to try to move my little finger, try to get it to where I want it and stuff. Sometimes it's kind of a pain.
And that's like, because I've been doing BookTube, like not just BookTube, but like I was doing YouTube for 3 or 4 years so about 12 years now. So back then, like they didn't, on your phone, you couldn't edit the way you can edit now. It was all online, right?
Yeah.
So that's just, I'm old.
That's how I started out, was on.
Because I think about this and I think about trying to, and I'm like, that just gives me a headache.
No, I've been doing BookTube for, I think it'll be like 6 years in July.
That's awesome.
And so, yeah, I used to do everything on the computer and everything. So it's just been like the last couple of years that I've been on my phone.
I mean, and once you get used to it, I'm sure, but I don't like learning curves.
Well, that's like the Power Director that I use is, I'm so used to it. Whenever I couldn't afford it, I was trying to use all these other free ones. And I'm like, how do people use these? I don't like
I know, right? Like, don't change what I like.
I'm like, I've got to get money so I can get this back.
Yep.
And Kim says the only one she's seen is the original Vacation. Yeah, that's the only one that I've seen, and only seen like once. And Meg says I've seen all but the newest one that's out about the kids grown with their own kids.
I think I've seen most.
No, there was one.
But maybe I didn't know there was a new one though, so maybe I haven't.
Barbara never saw Elf look stupid. It is stupid. That's the whole point, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Angel says, I forgot the neighbors' names in the Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
I didn't catch it either, Angel.
And Lost Coffee Mug says, do it, Roxy. Yes, come to
Roxy,
join
you already have an army behind you. You might as well start one now.
Yeah.
Let us know so we can go and subscribe and check you out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Cajun says, I don't like Will Ferrell or Chevy Chase. Yeah. I only like certain Chevy Chase movies.
Yeah,
Nightcat says, good night, Stormy, Tiffany, Sarah, and friends in the chat. Have a terrific week ahead, everyone. Hope you do too. And Sock says, I can't imagine trying to edit on my phone. These tiny sausage I call fingers can never handle it. Yeah, it's a good thing I've got some thin fingers. It does it, but then sometimes when I need to like kind of go like this or do something, it's like, do what I want you to do.
Yeah.
And Roxy says, I don't think Will Ferrell is playing a character. No shade. I just think it's his personality.
From the first time I ever saw him on SNL and he was doing that cheerleading thing, that just killed it for me. And I just, right from there, I'm like, I do not like this person. I'm sorry. It's not my kind of humor.
Well, my dad always says, does he have to run around in his underwear in every movie?
He's not wrong.
And they don't fit very well either, so it's like
not wrong.
Saggy undies. And he says good night and thanks for this, friends. Night, Emily, and some planned. Yeah. And the phone editing is not fun. Big fingers, tiny yes. And good night, Kat. And good night, everyone. Thanks for the friendship. Bye, Roxy. And Toya says, Sarah, you must watch Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, but I think the funniest one was when they went to Wally World.
They are my husband's favorite movies. I will leave the room when he watches them.
Oh,
I can't. It's not my humor. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, like my dad likes to watch them, and I'm like, you watch them in your room. You over here watching Murder, She Wrote.
But that's why we're still married, because we can enjoy things separately, and like
very true.
And Regina says National Lampoon's Christmas is not my cup of tea either, but I do like Elf, even though I'm not a Will Ferrell fan. I'm more of a Christmas Story, Jingle All the Way, and classic Christmas movie girl.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
I don't like A Christmas Story, but Jingle All the Way was okay, and I do prefer my classic Christmas movies too.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
That's right. All the way. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Kim says good night, all. And Karen says good
Scrooged.
night, Kim. And
Just to even it out.
Yeah. Kim says, I like the original Vacation, but I don't like Will Ferrell. Meg says, I'm not much of a Will Ferrell fan either. And Regina says, I will say if you get a chance to see Will Ferrell in a drama, he is truly excellent. I didn't know he
okay.
played in dramas.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I just don't watch a whole lot of movies. I mean, I watch
Yeah,
TV, but I don't have the attention span for a 2 hour movie. I mean,
Right.
yeah, it's very rare that I watch a whole movie, but I'll watch TV shows.
Yep.
And Sock says to Regina, I really liked Stranger Than Fiction,
Oh, okay.
which I think had him in it.
Okay.
And Barbara says, good night, John Boy.
John Boy.
With all the good nights, yep. And good night, all. And thanks for the sprint story. You're welcome. And Angela says, good night, everyone. And thanks for the sprints. And I don't like Will Ferrell either. We are not alone. There's a lot of them.
Yep.
That's a bingo for the night for sure.
Right.
And anybody have anything cool coming up that they want to talk about?
Tomorrow I am gonna film and post a video. It's not bookish related at all, but it's because the one thing I never really talked about was the surgery and the after. So I'm gonna kind of do a video kind of more for anyone who happens upon it who's going through the same journey. And just, you know what I mean? So because tomorrow's my official 6-month anniversary. So I just thought I'd kind of do a look back. So that's going to go up tomorrow, probably. Yeah.
Awesome.
There's this one lady that needs a heart transplant that my friend Larry was talking about, but they won't let her have it because she smokes. And so they told her she had to quit smoking and stuff. And she had to be like quit for so long before they would even do it or whatever. So. So I hope that means he's quitting anyway. Hopefully.
Yeah, you know, like if you think about it, right?
And in Stranger in Fiction, he plays a guy who realizes he is a fictional character and tracked down his author.
Oh, interesting.
That is interesting. That's just an interesting concept.
He's also good in Everything Must Go, which that one I haven't heard of. And Bargain says Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, midweek motivational sprints. I'm in my cozy sprinting era.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I try to remember those, but I'm really bad at remembering. She's halfway done, and I'm like, oh,
yep.
I think my bosses would frown upon it, but
yeah.
And Pat says, good night, y'all. Very long day. Don't forget to hit those thumbs up. Yes, thanks, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
And on that, I guess we will say good night. We're at the end of the comments. And so hope everybody has a good rest of your week. And I can send a personal icon. I'm not too proud to say.
That's delightful.
So have a good night, ladies.
Night.
Bye,
Thanks,
Bye, Sarah.
Bye,
Thanks,
Bye,
Norm.
Tiffany.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks, Norm.